Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first round of the Digitraqz F3 Challenge 2024. The F1 official season has just come to an end, but right now is the time for some sim racing this winter with 7 rounds of some amazing F3 racing. We've got a good grid, and of course I've got a good colleague. Welcome, Ronald.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Jean. And I'm looking forward to this one. It's the first time we comment on a single-seater race, and not just one race. It's of course a complete championship, and looking forward to this one.
Yeah, me as well. Seven rounds, some very good tracks, I must say. We're starting with Imola today. Next month we will be at the Gilles Villeneuve. In January we'll be in Barcelona, and that's the beginning of January, the 8th. The 29th of January we will visit the Red Bull Ring. Then Zandvoort is the fifth round, followed by Interlagos and Spa-Francorchamps, which will be the final round of the season.
Yes, and
41 laps to go today after the qualifying. First, they get three laps to set the fastest time.
yes, indeed, and there's a lot to discover in this championship. We can see we have two classes. One is a gold class, the other one is a silver class, and those are based on the I rating. So if you have an I rating above 2,350, you will be in the gold class, and if you have a lower I rating, then it will be silver.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers that we know already from previous leagues in Belgium, but also some new drivers. I've noticed that we don't not only have Belgian drivers, but also drivers from Spain, just like Sergio González Martín, who we are watching right now, and also one from Ireland and a couple from France.
Yes, indeed. There are some names that look familiar to us, but I'm also curious about the new guys. We haven't seen racing before. They are quite experienced, of course, but still, we haven't seen them in one of our broadcasts. So it's, yeah, a lot of, like I said before, a lot to discover. And we are almost at the end of qualifying. Less than 2 minutes to go, and then we will have our first race start.
Yes, I think all drivers have set their time. So it's Maarten Dekes this time on pole position for the gold class with a very fast 1 minute 37, followed by Maxime Robroek, who's done a 37.5. Let me see if I can get the results out if they are
Nah,
ready. I
we
don't think
still
so.
have to wait until the final 10 minutes mark, actually. So iRacing won't release any um, results before that. So we just have to enjoy the scenery in Italy. This time it's dry because the last time F1 was almost racing there, it was a lot of water. Um, but at the moment, we don't have rain yet in iRacing. But that's almost there, as they say.
Absolutely. Maybe right now is a good time to mention the sponsors because the league has to be made possible by some parties. Of course, we have to start with Digitraqz Sim Racing Center. They are the main organizer, but also, of course, Simware.eu, CMagic, MSS, or better known as Mercury Setup Shop, and KJL Sim Racing. Of course, lots of known names as well. Today we have 21 drivers on the grid. That's a little bit less than the drivers that registered for the league. Unfortunately, I saw some messages from people that got called away from the sim rig due to some unforeseen circumstances. So they'll be back for one of the next rounds.
Yeah, definitely. And indeed, I saw the same message. Some family stuff that got in the way. Hopefully, nothing too bad. So we hope to see everybody next round.
All right, and then I think we can have a look at the results. In silver class, it's Matthias Laures driver from Digitraqz Sim Racing team who will be starting on pole position. But Gilles Philippaerts from Flemish Simsport has set the exact same time, onto the thousandths of a second. Jonas Roels on third position, followed by Julien Agneses. Kenny Liebert, Nestor de la something, Matthias Jacobs, Jarno Loret, Lorenz Vlieger, Brent White, and Sam Puttevils.
And we have also the gold class, and our leader there is Maarten Dekes, followed by Maxime Robroek, Sergio Gonzalez in third position, Alexis de Klerk on 4, Yannick Willems 5, Hans Poelmans 6, Tino Alvarez 7, Thomas Gallois 8, sorry, there was a little bit of Dutch in between, Brian Talatizi 9, and on 10th place it is Digitraqz.
Yes, everyone is almost on the grid. We are still waiting for the front row. Maarten Dekes and Maxime Robroek have not gridded yet. The other guys have.
And it's a very colorful grid, as you can see. A lot of nice liveries.
Absolutely. I always like to see all the different liveries, people really putting in the work in Photoshop, or some even in Paint, if they have the patience for it, or GIMP. Okay, we have the grids almost complete. Yeah, and there the lights will go on for 41 laps. And it's a go. The first round of the Digitraqz F3 challenge has started. 41 laps, probably 1 hour and 30 minutes of exciting racing to go.
Yeah, it was not sure who it was exactly. It could be Jonas Roels. I'm not sure. Somebody got away not that good actually in the back of the field, but no incidents so far. Clean start, and two teammates fighting already for the first position.
Yes, Maxime Robroek taking the lead instantly on the from the line. A very good start from Maxime. Maarten Dekes following very closely, and there's the first Spaniard, Sergio Gonzalez Martin, on his third position. Let's see where Matthias Laurès is. Matthias Laurès, the leader in the silver class, currently 5th overall, very nice. Followed by his teammate Yannick Willems. There they go for the first time through Aqua Minerali. Just learned the name from Ronald.
Yeah, it's the part where iRacing is doing some weird stuff sometimes if you are watching the broadcast, but I hope everything is okay with the image quality.
Yes, absolutely. If there's some kind of issue with the stream, just let us know in the chat, and then we'll fix it as soon as possible. But right now, I think everything's good. Some exciting racing here between the teammates, Hans Poelmans and Gilles Philippaerts. Not in the same class though. Hans in gold, Gilles Philippaerts in the silver class, as they cross the line for the first time of tonight.
Yeah, both teammates have quite some experience in the F3. I know Hans did another series as well, so they are not unfamiliar with the F3 car.
Yes, Gilles Philippaerts letting pass his teammate Hans Poelmans. It was very clear in the briefing that you don't race too much between classes, just not to ruin everybody's race. Oh, there a very good exit from, I think it was Thomas Gallois. Yes, he came very close there. Let's see if he can make it right now. He's trying to follow Tino Alvarez, getting very close on the rear diffuser there. Let's have a look at the front. Maarten Dekes is back in the lead. Maxime Robroek still in second, but followed very closely by Sergio Gonzalez Martin.
Yeah, still a long way to go, so you have to push, but don't push too hard just yet, because you will need your tires at the end of the race as well. Or I'm not sure if they will pit and everybody will take tires. I don't have enough experience with the single seater, so it's going to be an evening of learning for me as well. I don't know about you, John.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always exciting to do something new, right? Oh, nice pass here
Yes.
from Thomas Galois, getting next to Gilles Philipparts. Still not fully passed yet. Side by side right now.
Yeah, he does have
Has
the
the inside.
inside. And nicely done. Yeah, and it's a very tricky place because you don't want to hit the curbs in that chicane, especially with cars like this.
Let's have a look at Kenny Liebert from KGL Sim Racing here in the number
Whoa.
13. Oh. I do see a small issue. We don't have the interval time, so I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it.
They
Yes,
should be
there it
available,
is.
yes.
Now it is. Perfect. That's a little bit more comfortable to watch. Now we can see that Maxime Robroek has been passed by Sergio Gonzalez, but is getting back to him right now. You see the tenths of a second he's gaining on the straight from the slipstream, and a good exit from the last corner. Going to the inside and fully passed even before the first corner. Very nice move, but now it's Sergio Gonzalez who's gonna have the slipstream.
Yeah, he got a good exit, and Maxime is going to have to defend. And that's giving some room to Maarten Dekens, who is up front.
Absolutely. He's slowly crawling away. 2.5 seconds on lap 4 already. He's a little bit of a Max Verstappen right now. Although it should have been 25 seconds then.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I think they I think some people are battling here for 8th position overall. Very close here. The number 20 of Brian Talatizi, the Frenchman, following his oh, he's disappeared on my screen. No, now he's back.
Yeah, it's probably some connection issue.
So that's Brian Talatizi, as I was saying, following his teammate Thomas Galois, but also being followed by the number 29 from Gilles Philipparts. And now he's got the slipstream on his teammates. He's going to get besides him on the finish line. I think this might give some photo finishes at the end of the race. Gilles Philipparts getting closer now. The teammate not giving in. No, and then there is Gilles Philipparts taking profit of the situation. And also
Jarno Loret.
Jarno Loret, inderdaad. Inderdaad. Yeah,
well,
one small mistake can lead to a lot of lost positions for Brian.
That's very close. I was just about to say our English is good enough to be a politician.
Absolutely. Pretty sure my
that's very close again.
Oof,
and
yes.
Somebody is disappearing again, so there are some connection issues. And yeah,
that was Tino Alvarez. Tino Alvarez suffering.
And also Jarno Loret.
I think someone else lost his wing as well.
Yeah, I think it was Jarno who lost his wing. Yeah, but I think it might be because of he also lost his side panel. A nice look at the insides of the car. Could be could be caused by the connection issues. If you disappear and then appear again, it's very hard for the car that's behind you to avoid you. So
Jarno Loret giving room to Sam Puttevils to get past. Of course, Jarno will have to come in to repair the damages because this won't be drivable. Oh, yeah, he came in, okay. I thought he just drove past the pit entry, but he definitely didn't. Sergio Gonzalez still on a podium position right now. But let's have a look. Maarten Dekes already gained 4 seconds. So that's 1.5 seconds more that he gained on 2 laps. He's on an astonishing pace right now.
Yeah, and it's also a good time to mention they do have one fast repair. So Jarno will have to take his already. It's still early in the race, of course, but yeah, no other solution than to go for the fast repair and try to make the best of the situation.
Absolutely. One other thing they have to keep in mind is that there is an incident limit, of course, just like in most other leagues. Right now they have a 15 15x or 15 incident points before they get a drive-through, and if they get 10 more, so on 25 they will have a disqualification.
Yeah, and in places like Acqua Minerale, there's a nasty off-track. And it adds up if you go off track there every lap.
Yeah, then your race will not last more than 25 laps. Just have a look at the lap times you see popping up on the screen. Everyone's in the 1 minute 38, 39s even, but Maarten Beek is easily doing the 1 minute 37.7. Crushing pace, as Gregory calls it.
Yes, I'm quite sure he has been practicing actually.
Me too. I've seen some things popping up in a Discord server.
Well, Hans has to make sure that he still leaves some wood on the bottom of his car because it was sounding like he was scraping over the curb. Not sure if these type of cars have a wooden plank actually. Should have looked that up before I said something about it.
Maybe we'll see an F3 on its roof tonight, and then you can look at it yourself. I'm not rooting for it.
Though. No. Let's not spoil it.
Let's have a look if I can go back to the crash we saw earlier with Jarno Loret.
Yeah, we could try that. It could be difficult if it was due to somebody disappearing. It can be hard to find the exact spot again. But maybe if we check Jarno Loret.
No,
that's a bit too late.
Let's have a look. This is Kenny Liebert that we're watching.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely he had no idea. Yeah. And then also
Kenny Liebert's a big victim of the crash.
Yeah. I didn't see that one actually when it happened. I only saw the 2 cars, but that was definitely a car disappearing and getting back on track.
Yeah, Sam Putteville's massive benefit from it, gaining a couple positions there. I think he gained 3 or 4 positions.
Yeah, and apparently I have to, I'm not sure if it's on the broadcast or not, but looks like no, it's okay on the broadcast, okay.
Laurens de Vlier currently in 3rd position in the silver class, closely followed by Gilles Philippaerts and also Jonas Roels and Nestor de la Fuente.
Could you go to the car? It's the one with a little bit of orange and like blue greenish. It's just behind this group of cars actually.
Let me have a look. Do you mean?
No, it's the one in front. It's
Jonas
this one.
Roels.
Okay,
Yes.
so it was Jonas who had a bit of a bad start actually. A lot of wheel spin and his back was searching for a grip. but luckily without any issues. But he did had a tricky start. I wasn't sure if it was Jonas, but indeed it is. But he's
Yeah, and
doing
as you're
great so
saying
far.
that, he's getting passed by Nestor de la Fuente on the start finish line. I do love the two-tone livery he's driving right now.
Yeah.
The liveries don't always have to be complex. Simplicity is a very nice thing, I think, in my opinion. Oh, and you see some of the tracks as well on the livery. That's a nice detail if you look
Yeah,
closely.
indeed.
Or it's some of the panels that are shown. I don't know. It's hard to see when he's driving by. I'll ask him to slow down a bit so we can look at it. Let's have a look. Nestor de la Fuente, number 69, chasing Gilles Philippars. Has a very strong pace.
Yeah.
Gilles Philippars had a very slow last lap. He had a 147. I'm not sure if something happened or maybe he entered pit lane for some reason.
Yeah, he did have an off track actually.
I saw that Brian Talatisi lost a couple positions last lap. Might be because of the blinking again. Let's have a look. Oh. Let me...
Yeah, this is Lorenz Vlieger.
Yeah, something went wrong with relay, I guess.
Yeah, maybe he blinked and then it's very hard to find somebody again. Yeah, I think he indeed.
He was just blinking.
Yeah.
He might have some connection issues that he will have to solve for the next round, just to not ruin anyone else's race. Some close racing for Jonas Rolf, still chasing. Oh, now it's Matthias Jacobs he's chasing. Matthias Jacobs has been passed as well by Nestor de la Fuente. Nestor de la Fuente is on an amazing pace right now.
There was a lot of curb for Jonas.
Yeah.
They do sound nice, these cars.
Yeah, not bad. I still think iRacing is sound-wise pretty far away from race room racing experience, but it's not bad, you know. It's not like they're all Dysons or something.
No.
Still some close racing for Robroek and Gonzalez. Robroek being in second, Gonzalez being in third still. Has been like this for a while, but he's still staying really close.
Yeah, while Maarten is slowly pulling away. Already a gap of 6 seconds. Such a difficult corner to get right. A couple of corners actually. It feels like one, but it's so tricky. Going downhill, braking, turning in, braking again, going uphill, going not too wide. It's I really love the track, but it's not an easy one.
Yeah, it's an amazing corner indeed. The Acque Minerali. You've probably seen the video from the Renault Clio Cup, right? That with the massive drift.
Yeah.
If not, look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. I try to watch it like every couple weeks just to remind myself that it is possible, you know,
Yeah.
to drift a front-wheel drive car. Saying that to myself every day I drive to work just to make things exciting. Also, some good driving in the silver class tonight. The podium is still very close to each other. I mean, not for Matthias Laurès. He's really flying away. He has a 16-second gap, but Sam Puttevils and Loris Vlieger very close to each other. Sam Puttevils, who benefited from the crash we saw earlier, where Jarno Loret and Kenny Liebert really had some massive damage. But Sam Puttevils didn't and managed to get through safely.
I was trying to find out, checking the rulebook again to see if there is... Oh yeah, so there is a fuel limitation of 75%. So I'm not sure. I guess they will have to do a pit stop, probably.
Yeah, it's possible. Could be nice. Could be giving a new dynamic to the race. Right now, they are separated by a second or more, except for Gonzalez, Martin.
Yeah, everybody is settling in a little bit, probably playing the waiting game for a moment. Oh, so Lawrence with a slide into the corner. That's also a very difficult braking zone, and going downhill again, and then
Yeah,
two
it's
left-handers.
horrible.
It's
That's probably the corner where I make the most mistakes, but you always end up in the gravel trap.
yeah, and even with the downforce cars, it's still a tricky job to get done right.
Absolutely. I see that Gregory just confirmed in the chat of the stream that they will have to make a pit stop, so that's pretty nice. Loris Vlieger in the Eagle Speed Academy livery. You can't see it in his team name, but he is driving for the team right now. Easily recognizable by the white and blue liveries. And most of the time some yellow as well. On the F3 car it's pretty subtle, on the other cars it's more visible. That's the leader of the silver class, Matthias Laurès, chasing Hans Poelmans for the 5th position overall. Matthias has an I rating of 1750, but you wouldn't say that by the pace he's having today. His last lap was his fastest as well, at 138.6. Very strong pace tonight. As Nick de Beek says in the chat, Matthias flying. If I look at the life timing, I think the cars and tires and fuel management are optimal right now, because 6 drivers of the 21 have done their fastest lap time in the previous lap. Martin Dekes as well, he keeps improving. Right now he's at a 137.75, 300ths of a second faster than his previous fastest lap time. That's almost as close as the start of the silver class, where they were equal lap times onto the thousands.
Yeah, the cars are getting lighter with every lap, and the tires are probably in their most optimal operating window at the moment. So just a small request, Jean, could you go back to Laurens Vlieger, please?
Yes, there he is for you.
Okay, but he is still not in the correct team, although it is set up correctly in the timing, so that's something we need to fix for next time. Maybe a reload could do the trick.
The overlay really quickly.
Nope.
It will be for next time
Yes,
then.
indeed, it's something we will have to fix.
But I just mentioned it, and words have more power, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's just leave it like this for now. Here's Gilles Philipparts chasing Jarno Loret, flying onto the very hard corner, very hard braking zone here. Oh, that's too close. I was just gonna
Oh.
say that's very close. He's getting
And that
Jarno
might
Loret.
be damage also for Philippines because it was with the front wheel he touched, so it could be a...
Let's have a look at Jarno Loret rejoining the track. Very unfortunate events tonight for him. He didn't have the most luck. But he's continuing to finish the race. He might have to do some repairs during his pit stop. The pit stop would be around the 32 lap mark. Let's have a look if Gilles Philippas suffered some damage. Not that I see right now. Maybe his front wing.
No, it's still looking quite okay actually, so
These F3 cars are tougher than the F1 cars.
it appears.
I don't know if you saw the race yesterday, but just the smallest of touch and the,
Yeah.
the front wing is already bent.
Yeah.
Crazy. Here's a battle between Brent White and Julien Agnesens. He's gonna have to stay close to Agnesis if he wants to enjoy the slipstream on the start-finish straight. Right now they are separated by a second, I think. He was closer, but had a bad exit from the Aqua Minerali. Not sure how far the slipstream reaches in these F3 cars. He's a second away right now. I think that's maybe too much, but it's difficult to say. The straight isn't that straight either.
No, indeed. Yeah, the gap is coming down a little bit, but it was already after the... So no, I don't think that... I think you have to be within the second actually.
Yep, same.
Looks like we have a crash also of Matthias Jacobs apparently. Maybe a little bit too much curb.
Oh!
Oh, ooh, yeah, that's his back is going to hurt when he gets out of the car.
Yeah,
And
his
it's
ass as well.
he's losing a place as well, but no major damage apparently.
No visual. Maybe some on the bottom of the vehicle, maybe a
Yeah.
diffuser. But visually, it looks pretty good. Sam Putteville's currently second in class, followed by Loris Vlier from Eagle Speed Academy. Very nice livery as well.
Oh, and a mistake of the Vlieger.
Yeah.
Almost went flying into the barrier.
Yeah. Nestor de la Fuente probably a bit scared because a mistake happens really fast, and Nestor de la Fuente is really driving on an amazing pace tonight. He's gained a couple positions since the start.
I think Lawrence is feeling the pressure a little bit, making small mistakes, bad exit. Maybe this is the place where he's going to lose a place again. If, yeah. Oh, on a slide. That was a good thing. Lawrence was probably watching his mirrors also. And he can fight back.
Yeah, I think Loris didn't really want to fight because now he has a slipstream and the inside of the first chicane. So he's going to get the place back from Nestor de la Fuente probably right now. Let's have a look. Is he completely in front? Yeah, he is. So if he has a good exit now, no, his exit is quite poor. You see the number 69 getting closer and closer. Yeah, these cars bottom out pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
pretty easy. We have more or less the same battle going on still between Maxime and Sergio Gonzalez.
Yeah, indeed. They are still driving 7/10 of a second apart from each other. Going to start their 20th lap of the race right now. But Martin isn't getting closer. He's still he's still less than a second away from Robrook, but he can't get under 5/10 of a second.
No, but he did gain a little this time around because the lap before it was 8 to 9 tenths, and now it's coming down actually quite a lot. So yeah, like you said, it's lap 19, so that means that we're almost halfway. And I guess it won't take long before we're going to see the first pit stops.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe in 10 laps we will see the first pit stops. It won't be taking long, the pit stops. I don't think they will be switching tires, just a little bit of fuel to get to the end of the race.
Yeah, it looks like that Maxime always is gaining a little by the end of the lap, and then at the start of the lap, Sergio Gonzalez is gaining again. Probably because he is in the slipstream window, because he's within a second. Yeah, and indeed, I think you can do 32 laps with a full tank. So they have 75. So probably within like 5 laps, we will see the first pit stops.
Ooh, 3/10 of a second right now. That's probably the closest we've seen them together for for quite some time. This might be if he has a good exit right now, De La Fuente, Gonzalez Martin, I mean, then he can get really close by the next corner.
Yeah, it seems like they do have each have a very strong part of the track where they're very performing very well, and it's different. So, like I said, Sergio's gaining more in the beginning of the lap, and while Maxime, sorry, is most of the time gaining in the second half of the lap. Like you see now, it's back to 0.9, 0.8, even a second now.
A small mistake there from Gonzalez. So right now he's over a second away from Robrook. We saw him going a little bit too much over the curb, and then the rear stepped out, so had to correct it, which meant he lost a couple of tenths. Oh, and I think there's been a crash. Let's have a look. I think it's Hans Poelmans that was involved in a crash.
In the chicane, maybe too much curb. Oh, just too soon. Oh.
Still a good save though. He didn't spin completely. Only lost 1 position.
I guess it's going to be 2 probably. Let's have a look. It's still in the replay, but it's a good thing we see this. He does have the inside. He's later on the brakes, and well defended actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was still room on the outside. Yeah, well played.
I think Tino Alvarez has to watch his incident points because I think I've seen him do a drive-through in the live timing. So that means he's at 15 incident points as of now.
Yeah, and we do have the first pit stop. Also, Jonas Rule is in pit lane at the moment, so not sure if it's going to be for a regular pit stop, but I think so.
It
Yeah,
probably will
yeah,
be.
he is indeed in pit now.
Maarten Dijk is making his way through traffic right now. Again, he has improved his lap time, 37.5. Amazing lap time. Very close to his pole position time, by the way. He had a 37 flat and P2 in class. Maxim Robok, he did a 37.5, so very strong pace he's showing tonight.
Yeah, and it's always a tricky thing to go through traffic when you're leading, especially if you have some advantage, because you don't want to take too much risk. And if the guys in front are battling for position, somebody went off. I saw a car in the grid, in the runoff area.
Oh,
It was just
very
before the
sorry.
leader. Somewhere I saw somebody going off. Yeah, indeed.
Jonas Rolls
Yeah, he
probably
was.
forgetting he's got a full fuel tank again.
Yeah. Yeah, we are getting some pit stops right now. Brian Talatizzi is in. Also, Lorenz Vlieger is in pit lane.
Yes, it's pit stop time around lap 22. Some other drivers probably have a little bit of margin left, so they can take 1 or 2 laps more before going in. Maarten Dijk still no intention of making a pit stop, I guess. He has a clear track right now in front of him, so he might be going a little later. And when he gets back into traffic, he will make the pit stop.
Yeah.
Maxim Robok 8, almost 8 seconds behind Maarten Dijk. But Gonzalez has closed the gap.
Yeah,
Right
and
now,
this time
5
he's quite close actually.
Yeah, this might
That's
be.
a pit stop for Maxime.
All right, so
Yeah, Sergio
Gonzalez
has to
might.
push right now. He has to try to do the undercut.
Alexis de Klerk just getting passed off camera by Sam Puttevils, who's P2 in silver class, driving for Tri Racing. Maxime Robroek is exiting the pits again, so as you see, very short pit stops, just fuel, and that's it. Let's have a look again at Yannick Willems following the tracks of Hans Poelmans, the driver that defended very strongly a couple laps ago, which made Yannick Willems go just a little bit off track.
Yeah, no, it was also Yannick who got by Hans when Hans had a spin, or half a spin at least. Small correction there. Yeah, and it's a fight for a podium at the moment. But they do have to pit, so Maxime will probably get by again. And they go into pit lane, both of them. And also Sergio Gonzalez is in pit lane, so that means we have to check for Maxime when he's going to get by, and when is Sergio going to get out of pit lane? Is he already out? There was a car leaving pit lane.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He is in front. And with quite a
Wow.
margin actually.
Yeah, very strong. He must have been flying on his previous lap to make up for the gap and
Yeah, because his pit time was even slower, half a second slower than Maxime, so he
Mhm.
had a great lap indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, and he must have perfected pit entry and exit as well, which is super important and often forgotten by most
Yeah.
drivers to practice pits. It's not the most exciting practice as well to practice pit entry and exit. So I myself am sometimes a victim of a lack of training. The gap has been closed again. 0.2 of a second. Gonzalez in P2, Rombrook in P3. Ooh, a bit wide
Oh yeah,
from
that's
Gonzalez.
oh, and that's
Oh, and
going.
that's a mistake.
That's a barrier. Yeah, with the side of the car, so he might get away with that one, but he definitely hit the Armco.
Yeah, might have to watch out because he lost a second on the last straight to Alexis Leclerc. A second and a half, even. He's driving pretty slow actually right now, Gonzalez Martin. I think he might have some damage. I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't. Maxime Robrook is already 7 seconds
Yeah, he's
ahead.
going into pit lane, so probably some damage, suspension damage, because the car itself looked quite okay, but it could be suspension that was broken.
Such a shame. He had such a strong
Yeah,
undercut, really made it. And then, yeah, cold tires maybe. He did switch some tires, but
maybe it could be. I'm not sure. It's hard. I don't think so actually, because
yeah.
the pit time is more or less the same with everybody.
Mhm. Must have been the stress and the extra fuel load then.
Yeah. So that means we are well past the halfway mark at the moment. So maybe it's a good time to go over the standings at the moment in class. If
All right.
we could start with the silver class maybe.
Yeah, go ahead. Or do I need
In
to tell you
yeah,
something?
if you handle the cameras, I will do the talking. So in silver class we have on in P1 it's Sam Puttevils. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Now we are aligned. So Sam Puttevils leading in silver class at the moment with a gap of 5 seconds. Just behind him is Matthias Loreis. And then we have Nestor de la Fuente. And in fourth, it is Lorenzo Vlieger, who is driving for Eagle Speed Academy. And also a little bit for Belgium, of course. And 5, it's Matthias Jacobs. 6th place currently for Julien Agneses of KGL Sim Racing. And in 7th place, it is Jonas Roels, driving as a privateer. In 8th, it is Kenny Liebert, also KGL Sim Racing. Ninth
The man
place.
himself.
Yes, indeed, the big boss, the head honcho, as they say. And then in 9th place, we have Brent White, also driving as a privateer, although he has got the Digitraqz livery, but that's maybe because it was offered by the series. I'm not sure about that. In 10th, we have Jill Philippaerts of Flemish Sim Sports. And then in 11th, it is Jarno Lore, but I guess he had too much bad luck, too much damage on his car, and he did not rejoin the race. So in front, maybe you can do the gold.
Yes, sure. The leader in gold class by 9 seconds is Maarten Dekens, driving for Flemish Sim Sports, followed by his teammate 9 seconds further on, Maxime Robroek. Right now on third position is Alexis Leclerc, driving for the French driver driving for Unity Racing, followed by the third Flemish Sim Sports driver, Hans Poelmans, and Yannick Willems, who's driving for the Digitraqz Sim Racing team, who is driving for fifth position in his class. The other Frenchman, Brian Talatizi, also for Unity Racing, the one that has some connection issues. Sometimes he's blinking away. Sergio Gonzalez Martin, the one that has been chasing Maxim Robrook and managed to undercut him, driving for SC Racing Team. Unfortunately, a very small mistake. Saw him coming into the pits earlier with some damage. I think he also passed the 15 incident points because I saw him coming in a second time in the previous lap. P8 in the gold class is Digitraqz, a privateer, followed by Tino Alvarez, driving for KFM Motorsports. And in 10th positioning class is Thomas Gallois, also a Frenchman driving for Unity Racing. Here is a battle between the two Spaniards, Nestor de la Fuente and Tino Alvarez.
Yeah, both driving for KFM Motorsport.
Side by side, it seems. Are they battling or are they just having fun?
Yeah.
I think I can speak for every league ever. There's always a number 69.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the most chosen number there is.
Yeah.
Is there a Formula One driver with the number 69?
No,
In
I
the
don't
past?
think so. No, no.
They're too grown up, maybe.
I think it's more
Shame.
something for like NASCAR or something, maybe.
Yeah. Always the weirdest shit happening in NASCAR.
Yeah, but it's. I do think we Europeans don't really understand how difficult it is actually to do that. We always joke a little, like it's always driving left, but it's crazy going 3 wide at those speeds so close to each other. It's like yeah, it's like constantly driving on the edge at very high speed.
It's just over a year ago that we saw probably the most controversial and crazy pass in
Oh yeah,
NASCAR history, with Ross Chastain's
yeah,
pass riding the wall full speed. It's crazy.
yeah,
I've seen the video 100 of
yeah,
times. It's unbelievable that he just did it.
yeah,
He must have been rich because the only thing I can think of is the amount of damage he made.
yeah, yeah, and especially the radio, the communication between the teams and the other drivers was also hilarious at times.
Yeah. Absolutely. For anyone that hasn't watched it, it's
Yeah,
worth watching.
this is also becoming a nice battle, by the way, between Matthias and the two teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. Matthias trying to join in. 9/10 of a second is the gap between Jacobs and De La Fuente. 8/10 now. Might get a little closer due to the slipstream. But of course, the Spaniard also has some slipstream, so it's gonna be very complicated. I think there might have been another crash. Again, Hans Poelmans. Let's have a quick look at what happened here.
Oh, it's going in. Oh, somebody. And Yannick was also losing it almost.
Yeah, Yannick driving on the limit.
And then Hans also a little bit over the limit. Bit of a power slide as he gets going again.
Let's have another look. I wanted to.
Yeah.
Very close call here. Let's see if he can pass Hans without losing any time. No, he did have to give in a little
Yeah,
bit,
he had.
but
But
that doesn't matter.
no, he saw what was happening and reacted in a very nice way. And it looks like Taladizzi is also very close to Gonzalez at the moment.
Yeah, they've been passing each other for a couple times in the last lap,
Ooh, and
or
I think he's blinking again.
let's see if he can make it past on the straight here. Sergio has to keep in mind that, of course, Brian is blinking sometimes, and it can create some dangerous situations. iRacing not handling the blinking too well either.
Yeah, so that means that Yannick is indeed back in 4th place again. And it's Hans who is chasing Yannick again. And the closest battle is indeed between Brian Taladizzi and Sergio Gonzalez Martin.
Let's have a little onboard look on the start-finish straight, see if the slipstream has any effect here. Yeah, you see the hundredths of seconds creeping away. 0.4 of a second right now between Taladizzi and Gonzalez. Very fast chicane, the first one. Extremely important because the slipstream continues onto the next corner. I didn't adjust my my FOV, so right now I have a pretty weird screen. Oh, I see some smoke. There might have been a mistake there. Who is it in front? Is it Gonzalez Martin?
It's Hans who was sliding again, I think. Yeah.
I think he's suffering with his tires.
Yeah.
Hans really starting to feel the pressure now. Gonzalez and Taladizzi is still 0.7 of a second away from each other, but very close, getting very close to Hans as well.
Yeah, they might try to work together, not to make life hard too much for each other, and because we still have like it's 10 laps to go, 9 laps more or less, and so maybe try to work together and get by Hans, and then start fighting again.
I thought Brian entered the pit lane, but
yeah,
he was
another blink indeed.
You can really see the time Gonzalez Martin is gaining here.
Yeah. Oh, that's
that was pretty close.
Yeah, we had the same reaction actually, but I think it's the point of view that was making it a little bit more scarier than it actually was. But indeed, Hans can feel the pressure, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's really anxious of his tires, I think. He's not having too much confidence. He had a lot of confidence in the beginning of the race, and showed really strong pace as well. But right now he's trying to defend for his life. 3/10 is going to become 2/10, maybe 1/10 at the end of the straight.
Yeah, I
They
think
might
he's
even get
breaking.
side by side here.
I think he's also breaking a little bit Ariel because he's got no trust anymore. And a easy, clean pass actually for Sergio. Nice one.
If you look at his picture, that's probably the face he's making right now, being happy for his pass.
Yeah.
He's shown some pretty good racing today.
Yeah. And
Accidents happen, of
he's
course,
not
but
that much behind Yannick. It's about 4 seconds. We have still 8 laps to go. So it could be doable actually.
anything is possible. Matthias Laureis' pace is unbelievable. He's managed to pull a 30-second gap until second position, Sam Puttevils.
Yeah, if you don't take in account the I rating, then I guess he wouldn't be odd to see him in gold actually, because overall he's running in 4th place as the first one of the silver class. So he's definitely up to speed with some of the front runners in gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Just managed to make his way past Kenny Liebert as well, who is a lap behind due to the incident we've seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think he's had another crash, Kenny Liebert. Let's have a quick look here. I think that's Aqua Minerale here. Very close into the corner, very fast,
yeah, too
and then
much
a little
curb.
bit too much curb. It does give us a very nice view of his livery, so
Yeah,
it might be a
indeed.
promotional stunt. And a clean rejoin as well, as we know him.
Yeah.
Jonas Rolls in the slipstream of Brent White, fighting for P6 in class.
Yeah.
0.6 of a second ahead of him. Gained 2 seconds in the last lap. Oh, no, that's Julien Agnesens who's gained 2 seconds in the last lap. So at this pace, they might have to watch out, because Agnesens will have to join the party later on.
Yeah, and it also comes down to how many incident points did you pick up already, now that we are entering the final stage of the race. Who can go hard and who has to be very, very careful. That's going to come into play as well, the incident points.
Oh, Jonas Rolls really making up.
Oh,
And then had to lift
backing
a little
out
bit.
of it, yeah.
Yeah, he also lifted before the corner, if I wasn't mistaken, to make sure he had a good exit.
Yeah.
A little bit of understeer there, mid-corner here.
It's a slowdown.
It's a slowdown.
And
That's
I think Hans is really, really struggling as well.
Yeah, he might have had another small incident by himself. Maybe being too eager on the curves. Let's have a look. Oh, it's the
Same spot, yeah.
Yeah, he must have.
He's going to be
ruined his tires.
cursing. He's going to be cursing, and again a nice power slide out of the spin. But yeah.
He's going to be cursing in Limburgs.
Yes, and eating his steering wheel probably. But yeah, it's dropping back a lot, doing very well at the beginning of the race actually, but now struggling very hard.
I might have to remind him that he's not driving an MX-5 right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's
coming into the
indeed
pits.
incident points, probably.
Or maybe he's giving up and switches
No,
tires.
I don't. Yeah, new tires. Yeah, that could be. But I guess it's going to be a drive-through because we saw him like spinning a few times,
Yep.
and it adds up.
Yeah, he passed his box, but now right now Sam Puttevils just got past. Of course, that's not for position because he's in another class, but still. Digitraqz also got past, so which means Dieter got up in 7th position.
Yeah, we haven't looked too much at either actually in this race.
Exactly. I was just thinking he gained 11 positions overall, started way at the back, P18, and gained 3 positions in class. So
Yeah.
started at the back, P10 in class. Right now, P7.
Car is
Also,
looking
Sam
good.
Puttevils, who's driving in front of Dieter, gained 13 places overall and 9 in class. So he as well started at the back and made it up to the front.
Yeah, mid-pack there were some issues with some drivers who got into incidents, and sometimes it can be an advantage of starting at the back somewhere and having time to plan your race. Yeah, indeed, and I missed. I think we are looking at the same thing now. Indeed.
Exactly. I think Gilles Philipparts.
Yeah,
I think he's left the race. Maybe lost connection or something.
Yeah, could be. Not sure actually. But he's indeed no longer in the race. Very strong performance so far by Maarten.
Yeah, incredible, but as well for Maxime Robroek, I think, because he's managed to keep the 16-second gap. And although Maarten Dekes had the opportunity to drive in clean air, all by himself without any pressure, Maxime Robroek didn't have that opportunity. He had to defend half of the race against Sergio González Martin.
Yeah, it was a great battle between those two. Unfortunately, it ended with a bit of a tap against the wall.
Oh, and there was another spin. I just saw Sergio González Martin getting past Yannick Willems, who's had a spin all by himself, I think.
The braking zone, and then too wide maybe somewhere. Oh yeah, too eager on the throttle. And yeah, like I said, indeed, another place gain for Sergio, who was aiming at that 4th position. The podium is a bit too far off because we only have like three more laps to go. But a great comeback.
Yannick Willems had to enter pit lane, probably for a drive-through, which gave Digitraqz the opportunity to get past, which means he gains another position in his class. 4 positions gained. Same counts for Brian Talatizi, who's also managed to gain 4 positions in class.
Yeah.
Just like I thought, Julien Agnes is joining the party right now on the tail of Brent White, getting besides him. Probably passes him in this corner since he has the inside, which is a huge advantage here.
Yeah, Brent has to back off. Yeah, and sometimes it's better just to give up the corner a little bit earlier, so you can take momentum into the chicane and try to fight back coming out of the chicane.
There is again Hans Poelmans, followed by Loris de Vlieger in the Eagle Speed Academy F3. 7/10 of a second.
Yeah, that's
No position in class could be gained because they
yeah.
are a gold and a silver driver. But still, there's something called honor and ego in sim racing, so
Yeah, and just a mental victory.
yeah, and in the end there is no handicap or something in between classes. They are the exact same cars.
Yeah.
So no difference in pace whatsoever, just in I-rating points.
And I think it's more or less... Oh, and again, a big off for Hans this time. And... Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be his wife tonight.
But he just has to manage a race now, because Tino Alvarez is the next gold behind him, and he's got a gap. Yeah, it's like 26 seconds behind Hans, so you just have to manage the race. And I guess it's almost time for us to switch to Maarten, because he's probably going into...
I think there's one more lap.
Yeah, yeah. There's still one to go, definitely. Yeah.
Even though he's in front, he's not holding back, still doing some pretty fast lap times. Same goes for Maxime Robroek, who's done the exact same lap time in the previous lap.
Yeah, and we see the white flag, so that means the last lap. And indeed, Nestor is close to Hans, but that's in between classes.
Also, Sergio Gonzalez Martin and Matheus Laures crossing the start-finish line, seeing the white flag being waved probably right now. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. One more time through Aqua Minerale for Maarten.
A little off track here from Tino Alvarez. Oh, that was a big save.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, indeed, well recovered. So Maarten is going... he's already celebrating. He's already celebrating, and yeah, he has got time to celebrate, that's for sure.
Yeah, you can cross the finish line in reverse if you want.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend it, but anything is possible.
Yeah.
Imagine getting a drive-through right now.
The first win in this
first
championship.
Win. Congratulations to Maarten Dekes, crossing the finish line for the first time in the F3 challenge by Digitraqz. Maxime Robroek doing the same as well. Teammates P1, P2. And there is a checkered flag. Alexis de Klerk, who will be finishing the race on the third podium spot on the first round.
Yeah, very strong performance also by Alexis. Alexis, yes.
Absolutely. There's the winner in silver class, Matheus Laures, driving for Digitraqz themselves, followed by Sergio Gonzalez, Brian Latizzi,
Yeah, great recovery by Sergio also, and a strong performance by Brian.
P2 in silver class, Sam Puttevils, amazing performance tonight, starting from the back, finishing on the second podium spot.
Yeah, and Dieter Aerts was getting very close, 1 second between P2 and P3. P3 Dieter Aerts.
Loris Vlier for Eagle Speed Academy taking the third position in his class.
And I made a mistake. I said in class, but of course it's Dieter is in the gold, so it was not for P2 and P3. But they were still close together, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, but I could hear the voice chat in game, and I think some guys are pretty happy, some guys aren't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we saw a great race actually. A very, very mature race also.
Jesus Christ, I might have to interrupt you. I didn't know. Did you know that Maarten Dekens, who is taking the win with an amazing pace, drives with brake and throttle on the steering wheel?
No, I did not actually. No, that I didn't know that. Okay. That's
earlier. Don't get me wrong, but earlier in the race, I said the classes were equal without any handicap, but I think he just created his own class.
Yeah, indeed.
There he's doing some victory donuts.
Oh! Yeah. And it's
yeah, he's taking out the whole field.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wreckfest at the moment. Now he's got some room.
It's justified. I don't mind.
He's got some room to do some donuts now. A great first race. Like I said, a very mature race by everybody. The biggest crash was due to some connection issues. I don't think we have had any other really stupid. We didn't saw any stupid things. That's for sure. We saw great racing. And then one unfortunate event with the crash at the start of at the beginning of the race, but that was due to a connection issue. So I think we can try to group the results by class. That should be possible as well, and then so you can
start with the gold class.
Okay, so in gold we have a very clear winner. We have Maarten Dekens on P1, Maxime Robroek, same team, same solid performance in P2. Alexis de Klerk, very strong race by him as well in P3. Sergio Gonzalez, great comeback in P4. P5, Brian Taletizzi. Also very good performance. In 6 it's Dieter Aerts, 7 Yannick Willems, 8 Hans Poelmans, 9 Tino Alvarez, and in P10 it's Thomas Galois. And I think I said 9 again instead of 9, but that's...
I forgive you.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll do my best next time to avoid this.
All right, in the silver class, it was Matthias Laurès taking the very well-deserved win, dominating his class, taking a 28-second gap on P2, Sam Puttevils, for Tri Racing. On the last podium spot, it is Lorenz de Vlieger. And then there is Nestor de la Fuente, the Spaniard, in silver class. P5 by Matthias Jacobs, followed by Jonas Roels and Julien Agnesens, who... came in to join the party in the end. Kenny Liebert, who had some bad luck in the beginning of the race. Brent White, P9, P10, Gilles Philippars, who had a disconnection, and Jarno Loret on the bottom spot, unfortunately as well, due to some damages issues.
Yeah, so I guess we have some time left for some interviews. So we have Maxime Robroek here. So let's start with Maxime. Good evening, Maxime. And congratulations on P2.
Thank you.
So how was the race going for you? you had a nice battle between there was a nice battle between you and Sergio. So take us through the story of you and Sergio.
Well, the first 10 laps, I was really struggling to catch a good pace because yeah, the stress was or the stress was high. Um, but Gonzalez was also really quick, and he left also like a gap around 1 second.
Yeah.
Just on the third lap, I think we had a little moment, and T1. But after one lap, I take the position back, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and he had also like a little crash at
Yeah.
the uphill. I think he had also took some new tires, but yeah, the first 2 laps you have to be really careful because it's really cold. Yeah, he spun when I was closing the gap at that point. So
Yeah,
yeah.
indeed, he did manage to get by you doing the pit stop, but then indeed he probably I'm not sure if he had new tires or not. That's something we have to ask sometime because you can't see it in the timing we have, unfortunately. But indeed, he had to go slow going out of the pit, probably pushing a bit too hard at the first stage after the pit stop, and then there was a mistake, and you could take over P2, and it was P2, not Poo, P2 from then on.
Yeah, I just managed the gap to de Klerk because I knew Martin is really quick. I can keep up, but it was like, yeah, it's not my race. Imola is not my track anyway, so I take it easy. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
happy with
still
the
you
Yeah.
had pretty similar lap times. You just had so much pressure from Sergio Gonzalez Martin.
hmm
So
Yeah,
congrats on still managing to stay at P2.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for joining. Are there any people you would like to thank?
I want to thank Flemish Sim Sports because it's my first race now with them, and yeah, these guys give me a great opportunity for racing with them, and yeah,
It's a
I'm
pretty
really
good race
looking.
to lose your virginity to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the
Yeah.
next one. So
All right.
All right,
Perfect.
cheers. See you
Hope
on
to
the
see
next
you
one.
again next
yeah,
time.
yo,
Thank you, Maxime.
yo.
Okay, so let's have a chat with the guy in P3. So we have Alexis de Klerk. Good evening, Alexis.
Good evening.
So tell us about your race. Strong performance. You could, push through to up to P3 actually. So that's a very nice thing. So tell us about it. How was your race?
Yeah, I did not expect that. I thought I'd finish fourth because the pace of the front was too strong, too strong for me. But when I pitted, uh, I was third. So the undercut went well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, so
I'm very surprised.
just a small question. We were wondering because I don't have much experience with the F3. So do some people take tires actually in the pit stop or not?
I changed them.
Okay.
I think it's a good opportunity to have another strong pace in the second half of the race.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Honestly, I bought Imola this morning, so I have
Okay.
not much training.
No.
Maybe I'll try next time to practice the full course
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the tires, but this
But-
time I just guessed. Well, it's just 6 seconds to change
Oh.
tires and to fuel up. So
Oh yeah, so then indeed
that's
that corresponds with the timing I saw about. I think it's going to be probably about 30 seconds for a pit stop without tires, and then 36 and 37 seconds for a pit stop with tires, probably something like that. That's something we can have a look at. So we more or less can guess who took tires and who not next time.
I'm pretty sure Hans Pullmans didn't take the tires, and he's going to do it next time.
Yeah. So even if you bought the track this morning, very, very strong performance actually then entering this
Thank
race without much experience in the track. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, a lot. It was a lonely race, but it was it was fun. It was pleasant to see that I took the podium.
All right.
It's
Very
the
cool.
result that counts,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
indeed. So congratulations again. Are there any people you would
Yes.
like to thank?
My team, Unity Racing, who told me about this challenge. So I thank them for that, and I am happy that they did a great race too. Brian is sixth, so it's cool.
Yeah, very
That's
good
nice.
indeed.
Performance.
Nice team performance indeed. So we hope to see you next time, Alexis. And I do hope we pronounce your name correct as
I
Yes,
well.
think it's
that's it.
Alexi. It's
Alexi?
Alexi or Alexis?
Alexi or Alexis in English. It's not.
Ok, so
does not
Alexis.
bother me.
Ok, ça va.
No problem. No problem.
On va essayer de prononcer ça mieux que,
Mais y a aucun souci.
que maintenant. Mais... Alors, je vais continuer en anglais parce que français, ça va un petit peu, mais pas une
Il n'y a aucun souci.
conversation.
Il n'y a aucun souci.
Ok.
Bonne soirée.
Merci,
Good
bonne
night, thank
soirée.
you.
Au revoir. And let's have a talk with Matthias Lares as well. Good evening, Matthias, and congratulations on the win in silver class.
Thanks. You put me out of the broadcast.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, Jean. Yes, I want the stage for me and me alone.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Matthias, great performance by you. Also, a bit of a lonely race, I guess, because the gap between you and P2 was quite large. So, yeah, how was your race?
Yeah, I had a lot of stress to the start.
Yeah.
It was the first time that I was doing a standing start, and after all, it was my first time driving these F3 cars. So yeah, I put a lot of time to prepare myself. I gave up a lot of family time for this, which I'm thankful that the girlfriend can tolerate it as well. And also, yeah, I have a great team, Digitraqz, where there are a lot of experienced drivers who gave me a lot of feedback on the setup and also on how I have to drive and kind of stuff like that.
The sacrifice of a family time will all be compensated by the trophy you can win at the end of the season and on lots of other prizes. So
I hope my girlfriend thinks the same about it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she doesn't, although I don't know her. But yeah, that's your problem. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're not only the first of the silver class, you're also the first of the Digitraqz team. So maybe some of the guys gave you too much tips.
I think Yannick will not talk with me anymore. I think, but no, he's a lovely guy. He helped me a lot. So also as Greg and the other and Nick and all the other guys there.
Yeah, and I'm quite sure they are very happy for you as well with the result. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, normally we ask who would you like to thank. I guess you more or less already did that, but still, who would you like to thank?
My team in the first place, and also my girlfriend, because like I said, it took a lot of time, family time,
all
to
right.
prepare. But it was lovely to race at this track. A lot of focus was needed to stay consistent and stay out of trouble at all. So yeah,
indeed.
It was very nice.
It's a very I do love the track as well, but it's a tricky one. It's something. It's not an easy track. So great performance by you. Congratulations on your win in this first race of the championship, and hope you can continue on a winning streak next time. So thank you, Matthias, for joining.
Thank you.
Good luck preparing for the next race at the Gilles Villeneuve circuit.
Yes, and a new track for me. So let's see.
Well, so far you're doing good on new tracks, so shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Have a good evening, Matthias.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Goodbye. This time I'll try not to drag you out, Sean. And
Yeah.
let's have a
Thanks.
talk with. We have two more people, so let's have a chat with Lorenz as well. Good evening, Lorenz.
Good evening.
So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
yeah, first time we saw you in. At least I saw you in the single seater in an F3. We know you from other races, of course. So, how was this experience for you?
Yeah, it was first time in the F3. Practice wasn't going that well. Times weren't that good, and yeah.
But still,
So
the
I didn't expect much today. But yeah, happy with
You still
the third
delivered.
place.
yeah, I just want to say you still got a great result. Although practice was maybe not going as you wanted, but the result is there, and that's important. That's points on the board, as they say. So still
Yeah,
a great result.
I think I just stay to race as yeah, consistent.
Yeah.
And I got some luck that the other guys crashed, so
Well,
I could take some places with that. But yeah, I'm
Well,
happy. I
it's-
didn't think about this.
I wouldn't call that luck. Actually, it's just you not making mistakes, and other people do were making mistakes. So it has nothing to do with luck. It's just no mistakes for you and mistakes for other people. So I think it's a deserved third place. So
Thank you.
great one. Are there any people you would like to thank, Lawrence?
Yeah, the team as well, for sure. So Eagle Speed, yeah, to give me the chance to drive with them, to learn from them, and yeah, or to race many races with them.
Yeah, and I promise I will fix the issue with the timing because the team wasn't popping up in the correct place, but that will be adjusted by next time. And we did mention the team, of course, because we know delivery as well. So thank you, Lawrence, for joining, and hope to see you next time again.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Cheers.
Goodbye. Let's have a talk with Sam, and then we can finish the evening. So, good evening, Sam.
Good evening, gentlemen.
So, how was your race going?
Well, yeah, seeing that I couldn't set a qualifying time, it was a pretty hectic race for me.
Yeah.
Starting from fully at the back of the grid. So, seeing that I'm in the full grid seventh and in our category second is a big accomplishment for me now from starting from last.
The tone has been set for this league, so you have to keep on practicing and especially keep on performing.
Yeah, for sure. I was doing already 3 weeks ago some practice sessions for my own, and well, everything went fine there. But yeah, apparently for the qualifying, it didn't now.
I wouldn't care too much about the qualifying if I was you.
That's done
Well,
and that's done and
seeing where
dusted.
I'm at now. Yeah, indeed. Seeing where I'm at now, I can be a happy man now.
Yeah, indeed.
I think you were the one gaining the most positions overall and probably in class as well. Digitraqz did a similar thing, but yeah, performance was on point. 16 points in the bag for you after just one round.
Well, that's so great. I can't believe it even myself.
You're gonna have to call your mom and tell her about it.
For sure, for sure.
No, it was great seeing you race, Sam. So as always, we ask who would you like to thank?
Well, for sure, I would like to thank Christophe for being such a good sport with me through this race. He helped me put up a great setup for today and being my crew manager today.
By Christophe, you mean Christophe? Which one?
Christophe Willems is also a
Yes.
co-driver in Try Racing for me, and now he helped me putting the setup and being a crew chief.
Okay.
So I'm really thankful for him there for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give him a beer at least.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
he was with you the whole race also, or just in the preparation?
No, he was already here with the practice as well. So he was the full race, constantly watching and saying great stuff, like when there
Okay.
were crashes, helping me out where I need to be looking out for. So yeah, really thankful for that.
Yeah. Well, so indeed, it's a great team effort, and you the driving, and then Christophe doing the strategic stuff in the background, which is also very important. So, good job by both of you, and yeah, we hope to see you again next time.
I would like to thank you guys for this awesome race and see you next time indeed.
All right. So, have a good evening, Sam. See you next time.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Goodbye.
Cheers.
So,
All right.
that's the first one in the books, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, the racing was actually quite clean. So yeah, good job by everybody. There was some people who had
Absolutely.
some bad luck, some bad connections. That shit happens, as they say. But
yeah, some blinking as well that will have to be fixed for
yeah.
the next one.
Yeah.
But we have the time. There's 3 weeks until the next race, which will take place at the 18th of December. Again, a Monday. Every race will be raced on a Monday. This time at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, also known as Montreal, where we will enjoy 46 laps of close racing, just like today.
Yeah, and there's no better way to start of the week with a good race on a Monday. So I will be looking forward to the next one as well. Thank you for joining, Jean, as well. It was a pleasure again doing the broadcast with you, and looking forward to the next one.
Cheers. See you next time.
See you next time. Goodbye.